Happy Halloween. And we about to get into it. Another episode of Say So TV. So today, I got some good shit, okay? So today I'm going to talk about the dating checklist, all right, for gay men, all right? Like gay or bisexual men. Straight up, we have a way difference of chances, of percentage of chances based on statistics on finding a partner, because I hear all the time, like, I'm really tired of hearing, like, oh, straight people and gay people, being bisexual, I hear that a lot. Like, gay people and straight people, we have the same issues. Like, on both sides, I hear women saying this and I hear men saying this, gay men saying this. And honestly, like, I'm about to show y'all the disadvantages of being a gay or bisexual man, all right, in this world, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to finding a partner. Since y'all think that we got it the same, all right, I'm about to show y'all some things. So stay tuned, all right? So the first one, we're going to go ahead and start right off onto it. I'm also going to tally down right here the percentage starting off at 100, all right? I'm going to take away 10 to 20 points based on severity. 10 points, not so severe. 20 points, hella, you know what I'm saying, impacting us on the dating scales. All right, so first, starting off, 1, how and where to look. The reason why I say this is because, straight up, we don't know always where to go find someone to get with, okay? Or not just say get with, even if it's just hooking up, but also to find as a partner. Because you can go to the club, find somebody to hook up with. But as far as finding like a partner, yeah, we ain't gonna just go there just to find a partner, is what I'm trying to say. And also, our likings changes the ways that we're able to go in places. Like a lot of guys, they'll go into straight places looking for what they call trade, looking for, like DL type of dudes and shit. And that's just a disaster, because you're going into a straight environment and you have to choose your picking in a straight environment. Come on now. Like, how fucked up is that of an experience to have to go through that, when there's people in the world able to just go straight up to a female and get her number just because he got on a good outfit and he put some good game and he looked good and she, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's more difficult for us because you cannot just go up and approach a guy comfortably in those environments. You have to be in a gay environment, okay? And when you are in those environments, you may not find all those guys attractive, or you may not find any guys in there attractive, or the ones that you do, we about to get into that, okay? So that's the first one. We're going to go ahead and take 10% off of 100 with that one, okay? Because that's a little deep, but it ain't cutting on us too hard. I think we get around that one. You know what I'm saying? We figure it out with social media, hookup apps, you know what I'm saying? All kind of other ways, you know what I'm saying? However, number 2, tops, bottoms versus this whole sex position shit. Like, real talk, I don't know how many times I done been interested in a guy done been interested in me. We get to talking, we got good vibe, everything, and all of a sudden we find out that we ain't compatible sexually. Boy, that's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna, usually if I meet a top, that I do find attractive like that, I'll try to befriend them, but then it's so difficult because you try to, which I can do it, you know what I'm saying? And I have. However, you want to be able to fuck with who you want to fuck with and not have the sexual positions in the way. And it would be nice to say it's easy for everybody to just be versatile like that, but it's just not. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the reality of it. Rather you a top or a bottom, we have our sexual preferences. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that plays a big part in our dating lifestyle. Straight people don't have to deal with that. Y'all, straight people are automatically sexually compatible, not necessarily in the other attribute, like the adverb ways. Of course, a girl could not want to be, you know, uh, fucked in her ass sometime, but the dude might want to fuck her in her ass, so that makes them incompatible. Like, nah, that's not what I'm talking about. You know, like those things, yes, of course, everybody has their own personal things, and that's another thing. Nothing on this list is personal. This is straight up general shit. We ain't even getting into the personal stuff, okay? That's why I said this has had nothing to do with personal stuff. This is straight up just the contrast of the lifestyles of finding a partner with straight and gay people. I'm a bisexual male. I'm able to tell you, okay? I've dated women and men. There's so much easier things going on the women's side, and then there has this actually it has its cons as well, but we'll get into that. But I'm just talking about what's our cons on the gay and bisexual side. All right. So then I also just don't know how many times, like, that's happened. Like, I know that a lot of guys can relate to that. Bottoms have seen other bottoms, or y'all befriend each other because y'all can't fuck around, but y'all really could like each other. You know what I'm saying? And y'all could probably be a really good relationship if y'all didn't have that in the fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is an issue. Let's keep it G. It does stand in the way of us finding a real partner. Straight up. So then we're going to take 20% off of that. Because that's a big deduct. Because think about it. It's already enough getting over the gay hurdle of coming out and accepting yourself. You find another attractive one that's done the same thing, that was brave enough to do it, and he ain't DL. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all both is in the same lifestyle, but y'all still can't do nothing because y'all just so happen to like the same things, my nigga. It's a hard world out here for us, okay? So yeah, we're going to go ahead and take 20% off of that. On to the next. Goals. The reason why I say this is because this is very... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to go ahead and go back real quick. Masculine and feminine. The top, the feminine, the too feminine to be a top, the too masculine to be tall, bottom. Or like, no, the too feminine to be a top and the too masculine or too tall to be a bottom or something type shit. Like all these statistics. Let me tell y'all something. We do a very big disservice in our lifestyle with all of these rules and statistics that we got. It's already hard enough for us. We got the straight community against us. We got the white communities. We are like considered like on the lower end of the totem pole. So for us to sit up here and be acting all bougie and stuck up with this little shit that we got going on as a whole, and I'm speaking some real shit with all these standards and shit, like, and not accepting each other, but we want the world to accept us though. But we can't accept each other. We come into our own spaces with our own communities and we throw shade on a constant basis and all kind of shit. All right. Like, I'm about to touch base on a lot of that because this stuff needs to be talked about. But to get back in, the too femme, too mass, the whole, I'm not saying that you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? You got your preferences, but that's what I'm trying to say. Straight people don't have to really deal with that. Yeah, some guys might say, oh yeah, she a little too hard, or, a girl may say, oh, this nigga's not, leading and he's not aggressive enough or whatever. Yeah, but that's the attributes and personality traits of masculine and feminine. I'm talking about the exterior traits. I'm talking about I may not be attracted to feminine guys. Another guy may not be attracted to me because I'm masculine or because I even have a dick. They might want they might want a tranny or something. Or like, yeah, they might want me to have a dick, but they want a nigga with titties or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's what I'm saying is, all right, I'll give you an example. One time I approached a dude in a club, and we in a whole gay club. This dude, hey, like he masculine, you know what I'm saying? I'm masculine. I'm thinking, let me go shoot my shot. Let me see what's up. I go walk up to this nigga. I'm like, hey, what's up, bro? What's up with you? And I rarely approach niggas in person like this. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, shit, can I get your number or something? And he was like, nah, bro. He was like, no offense, but you too masculine for me. I was like, oh shit. Like, and I learned something about myself that day. I said, that's when I really learned that I wasn't like the rest. Like, I love being told the truth, but it was a humbling experience because it was like, okay, so everybody is not attracted to the same thing because here I am. I'm used to getting guys because of that. I'm used to getting guys because I'm masculine. I'm used to getting guys because of how I look and shit. So for somebody to be like that I'm attracted to and they don't think that they're not attracted to me, they're not attracted to the same thing that I'm used to the other guys being attracted to. It was like, it let me know, like, okay, there's room for everybody in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't for me. He for a feminine dude. You know what I'm saying? I cannot be mad because I have turned down way too many feminine dudes for them being feminine. So I cannot be mad for that. Straight up. And so, but that's just another example right there. Like we both full-fledged out in the community, but because I am too masculine for you. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and take 20 for that motherfucker as well. I'm sorry. That's a big thing right there. You don't deal with that in the straight community like that. Like, I ain't never had no girl tell me, like, oh, no, nigga, you know what I'm saying? You too motherfucking, you too masculine for me. What? You ain't gonna never hear no girl say no shit like that now. Tell me when you find one. Now, they might say you too domineering and you too controlling, and that's not masculine. That's a whole nother thing, okay? Like, but yeah, so next, now we gonna go down to hey, this is a real one too. Population. Y'all, there is not that many of us in this bitch. Like, when I say there's not that many of us, there's not that many of us in America of gay people as we think. Now, if you look up the actual statistics, we make up about 14% of this motherfucker. That's the ones that are admitting it, okay? When I say this, I mean to say this to say we need to be open to traveling because there is all right, I'm gonna put this into perspective. There's millions of straight people, right? Let's say there's 100,000 of us in America, right? If you living in wherever you living at, Atlanta, LA, Texas, whatever, you got that percentage shrinks, okay? Just because of where you live, all right? Depending on where you live as well. If you are a gay living in certain environments, like Idaho, or some shit like that off in Timbuktu where ain't no gay people at, your chances are down, okay? Then, if you living in a place where it's high sex drive populations, like traveler places like Atlanta and, Miami and shit, now you're going to deal with the opposite extreme of it being too sexualized and polluted with too much good looking guys, too much options, too much for you to stick out, okay? Which is going to put you right in there with the rest of the cards of the deck. And you know what happens then? You just become another. you also, and hey, I'm just keeping it G, you know what I'm saying? Like, the competition gets thicker in them environments, all of that, okay? For the actual good guys. When I say the good guys, I mean the guys that are actually trying to do what the purpose of dating is. And that is to start a family, build a home, and live a life together. All this whole, oh, we gonna be boyfriend, girlfriend for a couple years and people break up and they move on and do their thing and whatever. If that's what somebody's talking about in the beginning, that is not someone that I'm talking about. I'm talking about good guys that are really actually out here trying to do something, build something in life, and have a legacy to leave behind with another man. Okay? So if that's not what you want, I'm not talking to you. You know what I'm saying? So these guys are spread out. So think about it. If there's only about 5,000, that takes down like, okay, that's probably about 5,000 of us. So then you spread us out and we in all these different places. So you got to weed through the bunch if you get lucky enough that there's another guy that's in your environment that's close enough to you in range. You know what I'm saying? That's actually even on the same shit. They even wants to do what you're trying to do. Okay? So, population, straight up. It affects us because a lot of them are DL. That's another thing. The reason why our population is so fucked up is because we know we make up of more 14% of this community in the world. 14%. You trying to tell me out of all the gay people we know that ain't real. There's too many DL people still, okay? And the truth is something that we may not want to admit, but the truth is a lot of our soulmates are DL guys, okay? And they will never come out and we will never be able to be with them. That is some of the harsh reality it is, okay? When you living in a world like this, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. Because those guys are a part of our community, but that chunk is being taken out of our community and it's basically like a cake and they're a whole chunk of it taken out and they're put off to the side. So you have limited access to them and they're not actually active and they're not actually accessible for real. They're accessible for a night or two or, you know, a month or two or a year or two. You know, they're not accessible like that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you get that real rare, random, you know, wild card that actually comes out for you, stays with you, is really with that, all that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I hit on the population. All right. And then another one is this is like one of the most important ones. And I was just talking about this, but goals, family goals, and, you know, also the blueprint. There's no blueprint on how to be no damn gay father, how to be no damn gay husband. Okay. There has been a blueprint for straight marriages for hundreds of years. Since the 1700s, I think gay marriage just became legal in 2015 in every country, in every city or state in America. Just in 2015, that was like 6 years ago, 7 years ago or something. So y'all don't think that that affects our abilities and relationships? The reason why a lot of people is even doing what they're doing is because they saw their parents do it. If you didn't grow up with, first of all, most of us come from broken homes, straight up. There's very few of us wild cards who come from a good family and actually is gay, in my opinion. I'm not going to say, you know, like, I'm not talking about that your family wasn't good or that, you know, they didn't serve their purpose and that you didn't turn out good. I'm not saying that there's something wrong with us. What I'm saying is that there's a lot of understanding that has to be in this lifestyle in order to understand how to go about being with another person that is the same sex as you in a world that does not teach you how to do that. You know what I'm saying? Two gay dads, I'm like, okay, well, I definitely want to do it, but who gonna breastfeed and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like little shit like that. You know, like, straight people don't have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how to do the whole family thing and everything. We creating this shit from scratch, nigga. We doing all of this from the dirt. We making it out the mud, okay? So that's another thing that we got to understand, that that's a big totem pole on us. A lot of these guys, it's not that they just dirty dogs and they just want to fuck everything. They don't know what the fuck to do. They don't know how to do it or go about this shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the truth. They don't know how to even envision a family with another man and adopting kids or having a surrogate or talking about that type of stuff, saving up money to do that type of stuff. Any of that, like, that's just out of this world to some people. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. A lot of us wasn't raised in no damn environments. We was raised in homophobic ass environments, not environments that supported this. I'm talking to the black and the minorities at this point, and we know this shit. You know what I'm saying? So there was no teaching of this. So that is another big fucking foul on our dating lifestyles, because we're all doing it from knowing not, we're all the blind leading each other. The blind leading the fucking blind. So just remember that and have some empathy for that and understand why you up here trying having all these high expectations, expecting somebody to figure you out without you communicating all that. Understand that they don't even know what they're doing. So for them to be doing what they're doing what they can. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, those are taking it down to a whole nother percentage, I know. And y'all see this motherfucker. Okay? These are the things that straight people don't even have to deal with. And now I'm about to hit on the bonus one, okay? Just so that y'all really know how really it is. And I'm not trying to discourage nobody. I just want everybody to understand the reality of what it is, because we think that, I feel like people try to brainwash themselves to make themselves feel better in life, to make themselves, you know, and if you gotta do that, do that. Because I don't want nobody doing what's not gonna make them live a peaceful life. And just straight up, you know what I'm saying? I like to seek truth because I benefit from it. It helps me grow. It makes me feel better about myself and life, period, to understand what's going on. There are some people that, you know, I'm aware of, they like to live in a matrix, and that's their preference. And when I say that, they like to lie to themselves and believe false things and all this other shit. My channel ain't for that. I'm here for the truth seekers and the people who like to talk about deep shit and be real and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So the bonus one is, after all that shit, you got to be attracted to these motherfuckers. And that's the motherfucking kicker, boy. You gotta be attracted to them physically, emotionally, and mentally. I've known so many people that I've checked off the list. We got good chemistry. They got their own shit together. They self-sufficient. I can see this potential there. But this motherfucker don't look good. This motherfucker is ugly to me. I could try to find some attraction in them, but it just ain't it. You know what I'm saying? And then, even if you do find them attractive, like I said, they got to find you attractive as well. This is a mutual thing. This ain't just one-sided. This could be your checklist, but they got a checklist too. And everybody got their own little personal things. Because like I said, this is not nothing personal. This is all general right here. But everybody got their own little personal things that they check off when they trying to find somebody. You know what I'm saying? So that's just an additional thing. Those are the things that straight people deal with as well. But that's just, you know, this number right here is just where we start off at. Up under straight people. That's why they have a way better chance at finding their partners in love in this world in 2021. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you gotta find somebody with all that you can actually be attracted to physically. You know, y'all have mental vibes and all of that as well. So it's not just like you can just find somebody that is a great person, because everybody ain't for everybody. You can find a lot of great people and they're not for you too. You know what I'm saying? You could be a great person and not be for them. That's just the reality of it. So that shit is just what I wanted to point out, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope that you benefited from it like I did. I hope that it humbles you out and makes you understand the possibilities of where you may end up or what you may need to do to figure out how you're going to be able to live a happy, successful, peaceful life, in your opinion, if you're not able to find a partner, because that is a sad truth or a real fact truth that we are going to have to face. I don't think that that's just for straight people, but because of, or gay people, but because of this type of shit, it's way higher of a chance. Have y'all not noticed? Have y'all seen many gay couples that are older? Most gay men that I've met have been single. And it's very sad. I don't like to see it, you know what I'm saying? And it's very rare to see this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to see more of this. And that's what I'm making these videos for, so that I could hopefully benefit people with helping them find it. You know what I'm saying? I used to work for a nonprofit organization where we was helping the bisexual, gay, black males on just everyday life situations and everything. And I really grew a passion for it. And that's why I do this. Like, I really do give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so Kelzo say so. And tune back in with your boy on my next video. Peace.